Ritter, it was a big night for the Ravens with a new head coach, the 14th overall pick, and an opportunity to bolster the trenches. And that is exactly what they did. We have live team coverage for you tonight. Grace Grill standing by in studio with fan reaction. But we begin with sports director Alex Glaze and Super Bowl champ Qadry Ismail at the Castle in Owings Mills. Alex, Vega Ioane from Penn State, who said tonight he's not letting anyone touch his quarterback.
Yeah, Vega Ioane is a guy that both of us and a lot of other people who have been paying attention to the draft have assumed was going to be coming to Baltimore. He just kind of had that look of being a Raven when we're talking about playing mean and smart, but also being like that big, physically imposing specimen. So when you finally heard his name called, and that he's coming to Baltimore and it was finally happening, what was the first thought that went through your head?
First thought went through my mind, I should be a general manager and go ahead and make picks, because last year was Malachi Starks, check. This year, Ioane, check. So we checked off all the boxes as far as who I think should be a Raven, and I am glad from a re-establishing the trenches that the Ravens went out there and said he is going to be our centerpiece for what we need to take it to the next step.
Absolutely. Well, I asked Vega Ioane if he's excited about coming to Baltimore and blocking for Lamar Jackson. He is. He's also excited about coming here and earning a spot on this offensive line. And he had a lot to say about just what he's bringing to the Ravens.
I'm real excited, man. Biggest thing for me is coming in and, proving myself and, earning my role. I've definitely pictured myself blocking for, all those people over there, great players. But, for me, when I get there, I'm bringing, my pass protection. That's something I work on every day. Same thing for the run game. In the pass game, I'm coming in with, the mentality that I'm not trying to get beat. Nobody's going to touch my quarterback, and as simple as that.
Nobody's going to touch his quarterback. And if you look at this full screen right now, you see that nobody touched his quarterback at Penn State for the past 2 years. 311 pass protection reps, 0 sacks, 0 QB hits. Second-team All-American. That is what's coming to Baltimore. That is what Lamar Jackson has to look forward to. And I have a feeling, that Lamar had a big smile on his face wherever he is, whether he's in Baltimore, Florida, wherever he is. Lamar Jackson's smiling tonight. We're going to have plenty more on Vega Ioane coming up later on in sports. But for now, I want to send it to Grace Grill, who had the fan reaction today from Jimmy's Famous Seafood.
Yeah, Lamar's smiling. The fans are smiling. It was a big crowd at Jimmy's Famous Seafood for their annual draft party, and fans didn't have to wait long to see the Ravens pick at number 14. And this is the reaction here from fans at Jimmy's the moment the announcement was made that the Ravens picked Vega Ioane. As you can see, it was well received by them. Several Ravens also on hand. I spoke to second-year linebacker Mike Green and asked him what advice he would give to the Ravens' new first-round draft pick.
I think it'll be beneficial for him to come in here and just be confident, be himself. I feel like a lot of times when rookies come in, they try to be something that they're not, and they're not really themselves. But the Ravens picked him for a reason, because of the guy he is and the player that he is. So when he comes in here, he'll be himself, and everything will work out perfect for him.
Oh, and a big thank you for Mike for taking the time out of his night to speak with us. The Ravens still have more work to do in this year's draft. They have 10 picks left starting tomorrow in the second round. We will hear more from Vega coming up a little bit later on in sports. Plus, we will check back with Alex and Q. Back to you guys.
All right, Grace, Alex, Q, thank you.